Hey, I wanted to come back and touch base on kind of where I left off last time. And what I left off last time was talking about the greater worth that women have long past the age of 35, and even the worth that they have when they understand everything that's going on in its proper way. What I'll say is this, is the wall. I know a lot of people talk about the wall and does the wall exist and is it real? And our women say that they can't see the wall and they don't know what it is. And men are like, yes, you can, yes, you can. Well, actually, no, they can't. They can't see the wall because the wall is not meant for women. The wall is a psychological barrier and a conscious barrier for men. It's not for women. That's why women don't see the wall. It's for men. Men, you are not supposed to extend yourself beyond the wall to find a mate for childbirth. That's really what it is. So you're not supposed to go further than the wall to find a person for childbirth because outside the wall are wildlings. That's where all the wildlings are, is outside the wall. And then you find men who are at the wall are what? The dregs of society. Be men who are not the dregs of society. They are not at the wall. They don't have to be at the wall to even find somebody. But you're not. But outside the wall is wildlings. Now, here's the most interesting thing. Outside the wall is where you have to go to have all the magical things happen. All the things that are magical happen outside the wall, and all the real power is had outside the wall. So, ladies, let me ask you this. If feminism was uplifting for you, would it not be essential learning to every feminist to know the 4 or 5 women in American history that probably the 10 or 12 greatest writers in philosophy, consciousness, and history all point back to as the root of who gave them that information? It would seem that feminism would be so tied to that information because it would bolster a lot of the thoughts and the feelings about feminism. And because a lot of these male writers who wrote some of the best works to ever be written on this planet refer back to these specific female authors, and 3 or 4 of them that I have were American. And one in particular, almost everybody keeps referring back to her. As I've read hundreds and hundreds of books, they keep referring back to this specific lady. And you've never heard of her. Why have you never heard of her? That doesn't make any sense, because when you read what these ladies have written, it's going to change your perspective, ladies. And then you'll have a better idea of what and why you haven't ever heard of these women. And I'm going to give them to you right now. One of them, Genevieve Barant. I'm not going to spell it for you. You look it up for yourself. Another one, Florence Scovel Shinn. Look it up. Vivian May Williams. And probably the number one, the one who almost everybody refers to, Mary Baker Eddy. Mary Baker Eddy. Look it up. Look up the writings of those women and read their works, and then come back. Come back. And let's talk about what you've learned, because you're going to learn some things that are going to be amazing. But the first thing I'd like to do is this. I'm going to leave you with a gift. I want you to be able to, right now, be able to test the power of your own consciousness, how much you have it, and what it really will do is it'll tell you if there's anything you want in life. It'll tell you how long you have to wait to get it. Period. And it's all you, all your energy, and it'll tell you 100% how long you have to wait. You can change it, but it'll tell you. Here's what you do. You think of somebody who you haven't talked to in a long time, and you say, I wonder how that person is doing. Hey, I want them to call me. And either they'll call you or somebody will call you and tell you something about them. And the amount of time that it takes you to get that call is the amount of time that it takes for any miracle to manifest in your life. Period. And it's different for every single person. Now, if those miracles aren't manifested in your life, then you aren't asking correctly. But that's how you determine how long, or that's how you really determine your level of spirituality. It's just that way. By when you get that phone call, by your initial thought to when you get that call. That's the time that you're gonna have to wait on anything that you wish for in your current state. You're welcome for the gift.